This is my basement bathroom makeover with a wood graining tool on the floor and accessories to match. So the first thing I had to do was remove the carpet. Like, who puts carpet in a bathroom? But that's how the house was built. So I removed the carpet and then had to take all the staples and vacuum and do everything to get the floor as level as I could. Then I used a basic primer and painted the floor with the primer. And then I used a wood graining tool to create a faux wood look right on the concrete. So after the primer was completely dry, I took these different colors to create a wood look: orange, yellow, brown, all of these gold, and sort of mixed them together loosely, and then painted strips, and then used a wood graining tool to create a wood look. And I tried to match the wood that was already in the bathroom, which was kind of a honey color. Anyway, I went ahead and painted all of the strips and then used a wood graining tool. You rock it back and forth to create somewhat of a wood grain look. So this is sort of the raw look of it before I painted in some lines to make it look like wood planks. Then I taped off the lines for, like sort of almost like a grout look if it was going to be a tile, but just to make it look like there were actual planks on there. And this is a very time-consuming process because you need 2 pieces of tape for each line. But it's a very small space, and it was pretty easy to do. I had to do a few of them over again because it's hard to keep it straight. But I just kept at it and painted in grout lines for the wood look. And then I did a top coat on the floor just to make it more durable. And I meant to get a water-based product, but I wound up getting an oil-based product. And my plan was to actually mix it with the paint just to sort of smudge it together to make it look a little more authentic. But I went ahead and did the oil base, used the oil base with some paint, and it came out just right. So you can mix oil and paint together. It's not recommended, but for my purposes, it worked pretty well. And then I started working on the accessories. I bought some wall plaques and wood boxes and things like that at thrift stores. I like to take old things and sort of fix them up. Some of these wood boxes and like metal wall vases and things like that. And I painted them all a beigey, peachy color, and then I added some butterfly decals just to sort of unify the whole look of the bathroom. So anyway, here is the finished product of the bathroom with the accessories. It was a fun project. I think the bathroom is a lot more inviting now, and it doesn't have that awful carpet, which is just a really bad idea in a bathroom to have carpet, especially underneath the shower. Here's one of the wall plaques that I used a little bit of paint just to bring out the wood. And here's the vase. And then I added these rugs to the floor. So anyway, I thought it was a very fun project. I always wanted to do a real wood look on a floor just with paint. And so hope you try it.